It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. To get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State.
Just keeps moving. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Moore to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end trying to find a little breathing room. They'll toss it to the left. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
On the run, it's Young. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Wants to throw on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move there. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the hole, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, biggest game of the week and maybe the season. The top two teams in football, here's how it ended. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a matchup between the top two teams in football is going to go a long way in telling the story of this season.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. It's a big TFL for the defense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker is Coleman. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Let's take just a second to talk about Oregon. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. There's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. Remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely, these freshmen have got to go.
Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles. It is dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Flips it out in the flat. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. Got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On the direct snap, it's Hughes. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Smashes through the tackle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows that. How about that defensive back? They're helping get the interception. Nice job bringing on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Fires toward the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Finds his tight end. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Young. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Going right and going deep. He's got it.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get...
Turning it on. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass.